Hello everyone and welcome to another video. In this video I'm talking about skipping, giving you tips in any way I can. So people, I've been skipping for a while now, maybe like 2 years, while I'll be going to the gym every day because good cardiovascular. Here you can see me skipping, doing some training, and I'm doing like double jumps with crisscrosses. You see there, the double jumps with crisscrosses. I've improved a lot. This is not really skipping related, but it's quite interesting in something I'm doing right now. And what I'm doing is I'm basically rocking back and forth from a plank into a planche or something like this. Related, but it's quite cool. Where I go from a plank into a sort of other thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty cool. And then there's me doing some skipping. I'm just kind of like dancing back and forth, whipping between side to side, side to side. Yeah, I'm doing like single steps on both arms. Stretching is very important, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing kicks. I learned this when I was doing Shaolin Kung Fu for a little bit and some of the training I was doing. This would be classified as ballistic stretching, I believe, because you're pushing your muscles past this natural range of motion within a stretch. This is the most basic form of skipping that I can think of, which would basically be side to side crisscrosses or single side crisscrosses, not even jumping at all. You're isolating different body parts, focusing on that area first and then improving that. Here you can see what happens when you go over, under. You put both sides together. Over, under, over, under, over, under. And then what people typically go to is just for the double jump, the single jumps, both feet together. But you don't get enough speed because your both feet is moving simultaneously and you're not jumping that high. So what you could do next is you could alternate. So one legs, then you alternate. And what that's going to do is going to double the repetition that you can get through, because one foot's already halfway down when the other one's halfway up. You keep doing that. You can see I'm kicking forwards, I'm kicking backwards, and then after I'm just doing like little baby steps, as small as you can. The smaller you can do the steps, I guess the faster you can essentially go, because there's less distance to travel. And then there's the opposite, over exaggerated, trying to double skip, but it didn't really work that time. Happens. And then this is me testing something out. I don't typically train like this, but I find it's a good idea. It's basically I'm skipping with my arms and just trying to jump and keep moving with my feet. It doesn't really have to be in rhythm, but it's just to try and separate your arms and your legs in the way. And then you can see again, over, I'm weaving over my own arms. I started practicing doing this only because at a point my legs were a bit in pain, and I thought my arms weren't done in enough, so what I thought is I'd just practice my arms, and then I discovered the weaving back and forth, because typically people only train one-sided and then they become predominantly stronger on one side only and then neglect the other side. So also it's good to isolate different areas, different muscle groups, and also make sure you keep alternating from side to side, so you get equally strong on both areas, both sides. And then again there's me like just dancing back and forth, and I'm trying to continually skip whilst whipping back and forth side to sides. To give it a little bit more variation. This is the underarm thing I've seen Floyd Mayweather doing it. I thought it was pretty cool, so I add that into it. And then there's me just going through it there. Doing like little jumps with bent arms, jumping side to side. It's such good exercise, it wears you out almost instantly. You do this one here, higher legs, higher knees. It's so much better exercise than even the double ones, I think, maybe. Because I guess you're moving your legs more, because the high knees, which is more than the short explosive power needed for a double jump. My opinion. But I think if you have high legs, high knees for a while, you're gonna sweat. If you're just doing some double jumps. Yeah, skipping is getting very popular in the last recent years, I think. You see it all over Instagram and stuff. I've been doing it for like 3 years now, so I guess I catched it just as the wave hit. Unless the wave always existed, and I just weren't aware of it. tried to spin, did not work, but it looked pretty cool to be honest, even though I didn't land it. Happens. Doing the little skips, got a wide angle shot as well. I hear that whip, I love the sound of the whip. Right now I'm using a weighted skipping rope as well, and I've got like little metal weights in the skipping rope. Some serious whips. I think if you want to start out skipping, you just need to kind of start and let yourself go for it. One thing I have found though is, for me, it's kind of, it feels easier when I'm running while skipping, just because I think you're moving, for travelling forward, you get to understand how you alternate feet better, because you naturally alternate feet when you run forwards. So if you try to do that simultaneously with skipping, it might help, I don't know, it might help to break up in your mind the differences between alternating legs. And there's me doing some mobile recordings from over the last like year or so. And I'm doing these like jumping lunges, and then again, trying again with a single jump. You see that? So what I do is I'm running, and then I put a lot of weight onto one leg, and then I can do a double skip with one leg. I could improve. I've seen people that are a lot better than me. My chest is getting bigger. Also, my belly feels a bit big as well. Here I'm going to be doing some loops. I'm trying some loops. You see the crossovers when I'm whipping crossovers. The sound of that is great when you do that. And I'm doing that. See, a couple steps back, and then I do circles. Here I'm doing forward circles, and then side to sides. This hit. Yeah, I hear it's pretty cool. This was several years ago. Well, no, it was a year and a half ago or something. I actually broke 3 skipping ropes since doing this. Some whipping at the like snapping at the handles. Some just snapped straight in the middle. Broke it. And again, this is me doing a little dance. You see my legs kicking forwards, and then I've got my headphones in, so I kind of like listen to music. And then again, you've got these like rocking back and forth, which is great exercise. I'm just doing that to build up strength in lats and stuff, and because it just looks really cool. I skip quite often, and when it's summer, I normally try to do like a 3-mile skip every second day. So like running and skipping, which I think is pretty cool. I've got a drone now, so I'm going to get some aerial shots pretty soon, but I haven't done any yet. And you see me just doing little skippy skips. Yeah. This is me in the gym. I like the open space there, and just use that for the skipping.
Okay, here's International Space Station.
Alexa,
times.
cancel.
Goodbye.
That was Alexa just trying to come and help me. Yeah, I've got some gold boxing boots, which I think were cool, because I was doing it with my socks previously. Just my socks to keep my feet as light as I can. But I kind of thought, I've been doing this for a while, might as well just invest in some boxing boots. So I got some of them, which are pretty cool. I like them, gold ones. Nice. I'm just doing some other little weights. So yeah, skipping is very good for you. It's good for your brain, it's good for your heart. Well, initially it's good for your heart to pump blood and oxygen around your body and also into your brain. It's going to wake you up, it's going to help release endorphins, it's going to improve your cardiovascular response. I've read that it can reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Good cardio. Also, when I do skipping, I don't just skip like consistently the same pace. It's good to do Tabata protocol, where you do alternating. You go high intensity, then you do a slower active recovery. So you could do, for instance, 10 seconds of just hammering it, and then 20 seconds of just like going normal. 10 seconds of hammering it, 20 seconds of going normal, and then that's going to help improve like your fast and slow twitch muscles, and just you can really get a good workout in restricted spaces. If you haven't got a lot of room as well, it's pretty good. So yeah, this is a video on skipping and what I've been doing. I've been doing it for 3 years again, and doing it almost daily, or at least weekly, which is great. It's It's an insane workout. If you don't do it, you should practice it, because you'll be sweating buckets in minutes. Even if you're trying to lose weight, it's going to help a lot. Well, if you're trying to lose weight and you're a bit overweight, then I'd suggest a different type of exercise that's kind of low impact, because otherwise you could damage your knees. But either way, it's going to be doing some serious workout. It's going to make you sweat. Take care, people, and enjoy the rest